the channel and you're just watching this live for the first time, I am Scott with Scot Ariane from this Nomadic Idea. I hope everyone's having a great weekend. It is spring is really fighting hard to get in here in northern Arizona, and so anyway, tonight's supposed to be cold, but we've been doing good. It's been going really good. So I just want to chat with everybody and see if anybody has any questions. If you are just coming in live, I would really appreciate it if you just, hey, hello from, and then tell me wherever you are, whether you're traveling full time in an RV, doesn't make any difference where you are. Just hello from the state of Kentucky, or hello from Illinois, or hello from Georgia. So, Debbie Hersko, hi Debbie, how are you? Thanks for coming in, really appreciate it. We are in northern Arizona. We are off grid right now. We are in a 1976 Airstream Argosy that we renovated about 6 years ago now, I guess, 6, 7 years ago, and then traveled full time for almost 5 years all over. So if you look at our content, we have a lot of Yellowstone content in there. It's because we spent so much time in Yellowstone National Park in a little town called Cook City with about 300 inches of snow in the wintertime. So, we're kind of missing it right now. Normally I would be up there. I'd be working up there right now. But it may not happen this year. So hi from Washington State. Well, hey, Debbie. Very cool. I'm glad you came up. So yeah, I just kind of want to talk about what was going on and what's kind of been happening on the homestead. Talk a little bit about our trip to Joshua Tree, California, and Joshua Tree National Park, and give you some insight on a short I just uploaded. I think it was a little confusing. I'm not really good at titling my videos, apparently, but I wanted to share with people that watched this video in the live stream exactly how we were able to hack Joshua Tree National Park for free and see some of the most beautiful Joshua trees I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I've been to the park quite a few times. We hiked. Ariane led a backpacking trip last year or 2 years ago to Joshua Tree and did the 40-mile California hiking and riding trail. It's a 40-mile hike that goes right through Joshua Tree. And so we know that area pretty well, but this year I was able to see it from a whole different perspective. So anyway, again, if you're new here, please say hi. Tell me where you're from. Let me know where you're watching from. Would really be cool to see everybody that is from all over the country. Whether you're RVing or whether you're just at home, it doesn't make any difference. Say hi and let me know where you guys are from tonight. So. I know my dog is looking at me like, hey man, you haven't fed me yet. So why are you going live and you haven't fed me? So I will feed you, Dino, I promise. It's like calling his lawyer right now. So let's see, what are we going to talk about? So Simon, hola. Hey, hola, sorry, no evil. I probably hacked that. Hola. I know what hola is. Hello. Simon, hello, man. Appreciate you coming in. That's very cool. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit so it's not too much in my there we go, that's a little bit better. We're about like maybe a couple hours away from sunset, maybe not even that long, maybe an hour and a half. We're looking west out this window right here, and if it's an amazing sunset, I will turn the camera over and let you guys see sunset. It's been insanely windy in Arizona. The whole state has been really super windy, especially the last 3 days. We experienced winds probably yesterday, sustained winds at least 35 miles per hour. I know they gusted up to 50. There's a huge boat race in Lake Havasu where a speedboat actually lifted off the water and flew. That's how much it was super windy out here. This afternoon I was working outside and we had I heard this wind coming. I thought it was a truck driving down the road. And it was just this massive amount of wind. It's almost like a microburst where it comes down. And I mean, there were like sun devils spinning around. It blew everything. Blew some lawn furniture. I mean, it was really strong. In fact, I'm almost positive in the last 60 days, um, I think the wind has moved the Airstream. I'm almost positive of that. So it's not that uncommon to get a wind gust to about 50 miles per hour up here. So it is. It is what it is. Come on, Dino, you hungry? I'm gonna feed him real quick. Here and watch me feed Dino. There you go, Dino. Dino, you hungry, buddy? There you go. There you go. Dino Bino. This is our Airstream. For people who've never seen it before, we're gonna light that wood burning stove tonight because it's supposed to get down. To like 32 degrees tonight. Winter's not fully 100% done yet, but so tonight I'll bring in the water and stuff like that, and there we go. It's a little bit better. There he goes. Nice. Yeah, it took us a while to get this Airstream. There we go. That's much better lighting. Again, if we get a really good sunset, I'll definitely open up the door. The reason I would have done this outside, but it's just been so windy lately that you wouldn't have been able to hear anything, anything I said. And I mean, it's just been really windy. So anyway, let me talk about Joshua Tree, because we just got back from Joshua Tree, California, and we went into the Joshua Tree National Park. If you watch the short that I just posted about secret entrance to Joshua Tree National Park, there's a road that will take you inside the national park, but it's away from all the touristy stuff, and it's definitely not on the main drag, the road that goes through the national park. A lot of these national parks, back then when they designed these national parks, they were really just drive-through parks. Hey, the mixed family. Hi. Hey, welcome to the live chat, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And the mixed family, where are you guys from? I'd love to know where you guys are from. So when they designed these parks, like Yellowstone National Park, some of the Smoky Mountain National Park, Arcadia, especially Joshua Tree National Park, they just kind of envisioned these picnic areas where you could drive, get out of your car, have a picnic, get back in your car, and go. So some of the scenic stuff isn't really on that drive. It's really when you go off-road a little bit. And in Joshua Tree National Park, there is a road that you would never find this road. You'd never know it was there. It almost looks like it's just an alleyway, but it's all sand. It's completely, it's just sand. And you go on this road and people live off this road. But that road will take you all the way back to Joshua Tree inside the national park. And the reason why that road is so cool is that not only is it off-road, you probably need a 4x4. Definitely don't go when it doesn't rain. And you will see some of the largest old-growth Joshua trees in the country, if not the world. That is actually where the 300-year-old Joshua trees are, and they're 3-4 stories high. They're huge, and it's some of the most beautiful area that you'll ever see. The mixed family said, "Then what are we talking about?" Well, we're talking about a couple different things. We're talking about northern Arizona, off-grid. We're off-grid in northern Arizona. We're talking about Joshua Tree National Park, Joshua Tree, California. In fact, Ariane and I just got back from that trip last week, and I'm telling you about how to hack the national park for free and see some of the most beautiful Joshua trees ever, without doing the touristy thing, without seeing where everybody else is going, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I am doing a video right now to talk about all the secrets to that, how to find the best Airbnb if you're in Joshua Tree, California, where to go, what to eat. And so for people that want to become a desert dweller on our YouTube channel, I'm about to upload a bunch of videos that tell you how to do everything for free, camp for free, where to go for free, how to stay for cheap. And we're going to include Yellowstone National Park. We just did a video on Joshua Tree, California, Joshua Tree National Park. And then we're going to do Smokies. We're going to do all the national parks that we've ever been to. And if you're new, if you're just coming in, my name is Scott from This Nomadic Idea. And Ariane and I have been traveling in a 1976 Airstream for the last 5 years. Currently, we bought about I don't know, about maybe a year and a half ago, we bought 40 acres of off-grid property in northern Arizona. And this winter, we basically froze our ass off. So we have a lot to learn about off-grid living for sure. So Mixed Family says, cool, I have to go. Yeah, you really should. I mean, it's really a spectacular place. I think, I have to go to sleep. What time is it out there by you? Are you guys on the East Coast or further? But yeah, I mean, it was a spectacular trip. And we did stay in an Airbnb. We're not really big fans of Airbnb, but the Airbnbs there are pretty they're pretty manageable as far as price goes. And we had our 2 dogs with us, so we needed some place where our dogs could chill and have a fence around, so we could kind of keep them, safe, but we could also leave them and go explore a little bit. And in Joshua Tree, California, if you like art, especially like I don't want to say junk art, that may not be the right word, but taking stuff and repurposing them and making them into art projects. Joshua Tree, California is a great place to go. I mean, they've got art in the desert, and it's not that far away. It's not that long of a drive from Joshua Tree, California. Everything's relatively close around there, and they have a lot of amenities. If you're going to Yucca Valley, you can go to Walmart, and there's RV parks and stuff like that. But Joshua Tree, California is more like an Airbnb oasis kind of. But around there's all kinds of art places to go and to see, and it's really, really cool if you like that kind of things. And so Ariane and I, we just kind of spent 3 days out there, and then we explored the park. We went off-roading a little bit, and we got to see Joshua Tree National Park, old growth, and all the way back to these 200-300-year-old Joshua trees. And you drive right back there, nobody's back there. I mean, no one. And it's not really that hard. It's not a hard drive. I mean, maybe when it's wet, you may want a 4-wheel drive, but couldn't you get there in a 2-wheel drive car? Probably. There are some parts where the sand is really deep, and so you kind of want that larger wheelbase to kind of get through there. But it's it's pretty nice. I mean, we had a great time. So anyway, the Mixed Family 10, thanks for coming in, man. I really appreciate it, you guys. Hope you're a subscriber. Hope you liked the video. Appreciate it. And it's good to see everybody that's coming in. So, and by the way, if you guys have any questions or you'd like to just shoot me a comment or ask a question, yeah, I mean, feel free to go ahead. We have a lot of new subscribers to our channel. We have a lot of new people. So if I repeat a lot about what we do and where we are and who we are, it just means we have a lot of new subscribers. And I want to get people to kind of come in, get to know us whenever they can. For new people, my name is Scott with This Nomadic Idea. We've traveled around in a 76 vintage Airstream trailer for the last 5 years. We spent about 2.5, 3 years in the Yellowstone area in a small town called Cook City, where we dealt with like 300 inches of snow. It was really our first taste. It was really a good first taste of off-grid, because Cook City's on the grid, but it's the power goes out a lot. You're so secluded and away from everything. I mean, if you get hurt, it's definitely an airlift. You're not driving anywhere anytime soon, and you're really in the deepest part of in between Shoshone National Forest and Gallatin National Forest, and then you've got the Yellowstone National Park, which is, you know, 3,500 square miles big. I mean, it's a it's almost like this. It's almost the size of Connecticut. It's a big area. So, anyway, that's who we are. We're kind of nomads. We bought this 40-acre property a couple of years ago, and now we're working the property, and we're trying to learn how to live a sustainable life off grid, and just kind of, fend for ourselves out here. So anyway, if you guys are coming in, let me know who you are. Let me know where you're watching from. That's really cool. I'd love to get to know you guys and talk to you guys. Um, and if it's nice, if we're gonna get a great sunset, I will turn the camera around. We'll go outside, and it's been the reason I'm not doing it tonight because it's been super windy out here. Arizona's just been a windstorm the last few days. It's been hard to kind of get things done outside because it's been so windy. But if it's nice, it looks like the wind is kind of calming down a little bit. I'd like to go outside and maybe kind of show you guys around. Maybe I will do that a little bit, um, and do that here. So I'm gonna go outside and because it's not windy right now, so let's kind of go outside and do this. Uh, yeah, let's go outside and check this out, man. So this is the Airstream right here. There's 76 Airstream. So yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's really super nice out here. The wind has finally calmed down a little bit. So really happy that tonight's supposed to be cold. We're gonna get a fire going tonight in our wood burning stove. You can see the smokestack right there. And I'm hoping this is one of the last few nights we have to have a fire going. I have hooked up propane right there, and so we have a propane line coming in. But man, it's been kind of a cold winter, and people out here say it hasn't really been that cold, hasn't really been that bad of a winter. But I don't know, man. It seems like it was cold to me. But yeah, here's some here. Let me turn this way. Show you some of the property here. So back there, if you walk way back there, I just got done building a outdoor hot tub that runs off of campfire heat. It's copper tubing, heats the water up, and I'm building an outdoor shower out there. So that's something. Yeah, I mean, there's a never-ending amount of projects that you can do out here, and you'll never be done. I mean, I've got the whole rest of my life to build stuff out here, and sometimes it's a little overwhelming, but and it's also good to get off the property too, which is why we went to Joshua Tree. Ariane needed a break. She went to a retreat in Joshua Tree, California. It's actually in 29 Palms. But in my opinion, Joshua Tree, even though it's 100% smaller, you'll drive right through it if you're not paying attention. Although I think that's the cooler place to go. It's got a great vibe over there. So anyway, she went over there. I dropped her off. She spent 2 weeks out there on a retreat. And so then when I went to pick her up, we took the dogs and we just played out there, because Joshua Tree is such a beautiful place, out there. It's one of my favorite desert places around. So, but anyway, we need a break. Sometimes you just got to get off the property and, just kind of like, breathe. And, we have the rest of our life doing these projects. And sometimes I feel like, we have to do them all right away. And, like a lot of people have said, don't be that way. Just kind of let the land talk to you, which we're really trying to do that. It's also a money thing too. So, there would be so many projects I'd like to get done, but because of, we're on a budget and money and stuff like that, sometimes you just kind of have to wait and be patient, and, wait until, you're ready to do something, and, you got to save some money to do this stuff. So off-grid living is not cheap. for in any stretch of the imagination if you want to live out here and build a life out here. So, so anyway, yeah, the wind's picking up. I'm gonna come back inside real quick because I don't want the wind to be a nuisance. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's been our life so far. In the last, really, 5 years, um, traveling around and living off the grid. So, anyway, I just want to make sure I come to you guys live all the time and try to build our community. I'm going to be uploading a bunch of videos that are just going to be for members only. And I want to do that. Hey, Richard, how are you? Good to see you, man. I want to do that because I've been wanting to do that for a long time and, give some inside information about a lot of different areas that we've been through. Because Ariane and I we like getting off the beaten path when we go to national parks, national forests, and we've boondocked all over the country, and we'd like to share a lot of that information with you guys. But I also feel like I don't want to share that too publicly because we want some of these places to remain um, quiet, not as public. So I'm going to be putting it all up on our member. On our YouTube channel, we have what they call Desert Dweller, and that's where we're going to put all of our content and start the podcast again. And that's going to be on the Desert Dweller stuff. So I think I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. And the first one is going to be how to hack Joshua Tree, California, and how to get into Joshua Tree National Park for free. Um, so, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna have fun with that. Our YouTube channel is not, it's not big by any stretch of the imagination, but we do value the people that are subscribed to this channel. We want to offer them good content. We want to offer them something that they can use and have a resource for when they go on some of these trips, or they're gonna, they want to go travel. So some of our Airstream Argosy builds are going to be on there. Some of what we learned about little things about paint and woodworking and some of the other stuff that we've done. We're going to post on there also. I think there's going to be some food recipes and other things that we've cooked on the road and we've eaten on the road. And then, of course, with off-grid stuff, all of our off-grid stuff, um, I'm sure there'll be I'm sure it'll be full of mistakes. I feel like I'm just making all kinds of mistakes out here, but that's the nice thing about doing something that's hard because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And so I like the hard part of it. So, Richard, I hope you're doing pretty good. Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you. Hope you and Greta are doing okay. Richard was up on the property. And that's another thing, too. So, if you're a desert dweller, at some point in time, we're going to have a workshop up here, and we're going to invite everybody who's in that workshop up here to stay on the property for free. And with 40 acres, we have enough room for you. Whether we get all of our utilities in, and when I mean utilities, I mean like solar, but we still are still waiting for the permit for the septic and scheduling that. We're waiting for that, and that seems to be taking a lot longer than we thought. But as soon as that gets done, we'll have a workshop up here and we'll invite everybody up here that is a desert dweller and who wants to come out and hang out on the property and eat good food and just sit and have a good time, play some music, and just have a great time. With respect to our neighbors, we do have off-grid neighbors that we do have a lot of respect for, and so the area is an absolutely beautiful area. We had two other friends, YouTubers that just left a few days ago, and they were like, "Can we stay?" So it's really good. I mean, it's a really beautiful place, and the scenery and the views that you'll have, it's just breathtaking. It's really really beautiful. Richard goes, "Yes, we loved our experience as a desert dweller, and y'all are pretty cool too." Thanks, Richard. Original Six sounds good to me. Thanks for coming in and watching. So, um, yeah, just want to kind of touch base. Check out that Joshua Tree short, though. I mean, you're going to feel, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out that short. And see how I'm driving through that road. That road nobody knows about, but it's so out there. I mean, it is so out there that if you when you took that road, when you first driving that road, you're like, there's no way this road goes anywhere, but it does, and it goes to some of the most spectacular place in Joshua Tree National Park. So we really we really have a blast when we go, and we always go back there. And the funny thing is that to get to that spot where you drive, most people get to that spot by backpacking it. So, but there's a road because it's a trailhead, and in Joshua Tree National Park is that when you go backpacking, there's no water out there, none. So you got to carry all your water. So if you're doing a 40-mile trek, you have to cache water in specific places for that backpacker to get water. Well, where that road goes and it intersects with is one of those places that backpackers pick up the water. I know because I cached water for Ariane and her group a couple years ago. So it's a really cool. It's really cool. But check out that short, and you'll be able to kind of see a very small snippet of how big those Joshua trees are. It's really cool. So anyway, I'm gonna finished feeding my other dog. She's looking at me like, "What the hell? You fed the one, but you didn't feed me." She's giving me dirty luck. So, and I'm going to end this. I really appreciate everybody coming in. Please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. We're really trying hard on our channel to make it more of a community type environment. And yeah, I mean, you know, comment, talk to me, email anytime, and we'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a great rest of the week. Bye.